Prophet ﷺ, months would go by and the stove in his house would not be lit. Nothing would be cooked in his house for months. They would live on dates and water. Simplicity brings contentment, brings barakah, brings happiness, brings less stress in your life. The more you have, the more you worry, how will I maintain what I have? The more you have, you worry, how do I expand my empire with what I have? But the simpler you live, the more enjoyable and content you will be with the little that you have. You're driving on the motorway one day. It's late at night. It's raining heavily. You say, look, let me stop. Let me stay for a few hours at the petrol station until the rain passes by. You park your car up and you go inside. You take a mattress from the back of your car. You go inside your car, you bring your laptop. You bring a portable TV you've been carrying. You set it up. You bring your console, because you have to play FIFA in the petrol station, right? You connect your console. You go, you bring your bathroom slippers, your bathrobe. You come. This is like a scene from Mr. Bean. What are you doing? People will think you're a comedian. What are you doing? This is a petrol station. This is not a hotel. You say, no, I'm just getting comfortable. They say, yes, but don't get too comfortable. How long are you staying here? 2 hours. You brought your bathrobe. Maybe you should have stopped at the hospital and got your brain checked. This is what we do when it comes to this world. The Prophet ﷺ, when he's asked about the simplicity of his lifestyle, especially from his wife Aisha radiallahu anha, she says, I asked him one day, why do you live such a simple lifestyle? He says, Ya Aisha, ma li walid dunya. What am I to do with the pleasures of this life? إنما أنا والدنيا, me in this life, كراكب استظل تحت شجرة. I'm like a rider in the desert traveling to some far destination and I just pause under the shade of a tree. ثم راح وتركها, and then I move on to complete my journey. This world, Aisha, is just a pit stop. I'm not going to get my bathrobe out. I'm not going to get comfortable. I'm going to live out of a suitcase. I'm going to sleep on a sleeping bag because I'm just passing by. This is one ticket in my journey. One pit stop in my destination. This mindset of the Prophet ﷺ is the mindset that allowed him when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent him an angel. And this angel comes to the Prophet ﷺ, Jibreel alayhi salam, and he says, Inna Allah yuqri'uka salam. Allah is giving you salam. وَيَقُولُ لَكَ, and Allah is offering you a special offer. You know, special offer. These offers don't come every day. أَتُحِبُّ أَنْ أَجْعَلَ لَكَ هَذِهِ الْجِبَالَ ذَهَبًا. Would you like me, O Muhammad, to make the mountains of Mecca gold for you? وَتَكُونَ مَعَكَ حَيْثُمَا كُنْتَ. And this gold to be with you wherever you go. فَأَطْرَقَ سَاعَةً. He was quiet for a moment. ثُمَّ قال, and then he said, يا جبريل, O Jibreel, إِنَّ الدُّنْيَا دَارُ مَنْ لَا دَارَ لَهُ. This world is only the permanent home of people who have no home. It is a refugee camp. It is not a permanent place of stay. وَمَالُ مَنْ لَا مَالَ لَهُ. And it is the wealth of people who have no wealth. قَدْ يَجْمَعُهَا اللَّهُ لِمَنْ لَا عَقْلَ لَهُ. Even people with insanity, with no brain, even they can get things from this world. It's not for me, O Jibreel. Let me be hungry one day and fill my belly one day. Let me live the simple life. And Jibreel alayhi salam responds to him, ثَبَّتَكَ اللَّهُ يَا مُحَمَّدْ بِالْقَوْلِ الثَّابِتِ. O Muhammad, may Allah keep you firm upon this mindset that you have. Aisha radiallahu anha tells us, in the household of the Prophet ﷺ, sometimes call your spouse, you say, what's for dinner? She says, frozen fish fingers. You think, Ya Allah, which sin did I commit, Ya Allah? The Prophet ﷺ, months would go by and the stove in his house would not be lit. Nothing would be cooked in his house for months. They would live on dates and water. Simplicity brings contentment, brings barakah, brings happiness, brings less stress in your life. The more you have, the more you worry, how will I maintain what I have? The more you have, you worry, how do I expand my empire with what I have? But the simpler you live, the more enjoyable and content you will be with the little that you have. No matter how wealthy you are. You have two models of wealth. You have the American model, the capitalist model. You have 10 pounds, but you have a 500,000 pound loan debt from the bank, and you live the high life, the big house, the swanky car, with the music making the house like a zilzala, a moving earthquake on the road. That's one model, right? This expansive, this egoistic life, the big life. Then, if you look at Southeast Asia, look at the Chinese millionaires, look at the Japanese millionaires, look at the Korean millionaires. They may be millionaires, they live in a studio apartment. They will sleep in a mini pod. Their house will be this tall. That's it, they live a simple life. Often, what's sold to us on the media, in the news, on Instagram, TikTok, is this American model of wealth and power. And this idea that in order to enjoy life, we have to max out the bills and be in debt. But if you look a little bit to the east, and you look at other countries, and look at other cultures, religious cultures, and you see simplicity of life is what brings the most happiness.